is indisputably one of the oldest illusions in magic. It's called the Chinese linking rings, and they call it that because the Chinese invented it and because it's done with rings like these. Now, I do need someone to help me out. Why don't you come up here? What is your name?
Oscar.
Oscar. Oscar, it's nice to meet you. Okay, Oscar, would you just stand to this side of me right over here, because that's the way I rehearsed it. Okay. The Chinese linking rings. It's done with 6 rings. I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 solid silver rings. You can use any size rings, any number you want to. I like 6. It works for me. I'm going to use all 6 rings eventually, but to start out, I'm just going to use 2. This one and this one right here. Now, the way this works is friction. Friction. You just have to get the right amount of friction going between the rings, and if you do it properly, you'll see the rings will just sort of slowly melt one into the other, just like that. Now, to get the rings apart, all you need to do is rock the rings this way. If you rock the rings just right, it just gets slow. Now, would you hold on to that ring? There is another secret to this, and that is the soft spot in the ring. Let me show you that. The soft spot is right here. You can hold on to it right now, right like that. Perfect. Now, the soft spot's right about here, but hit it once, hit it twice, third time correct, get the ring to just sort of bounce on in like that. Now, to get the ring off, all I need to do is reach through the hole, grab, and pull, and I can get the ring to come straight back off like that. Now, I told you I use all 6 rings, and I'm going to use all 6, but right now I'm going to use 3. Now, if you can count with me, that's 1. That's right. That's 2 rings, and this makes 3 rings. 3 rings linking in midair. Okay, watch this. 3 rings in midair. 3 rings in midair. You can hold on to those. And I will make a chain of 3. I will make a chain of 3 the hard way. Here's how you make a chain of 3. You give it a little twist like this. It comes down. You got 3. You put the other ring behind it, give it another little twist, and you've got 3 on 3. Now, you're probably wondering how to get those apart. Okay. You've got to bring them together in your hand like a big steering wheel, okay, like this. Then you let one fall out. You let the other one fall out this way. If you don't get it this time, that's all right, because I'll show you a little bit later. It's all right. Now, you bring this one in this way, and you give it a little bit of rub, and it just slides off that way. Okay, now, you bring the other 2 in, and you give them a little rub, and they slide off just like that. I'll tell you what, it's a lot easier to link 2 than to unlink 3, so why don't you take those 2, and I will take these 3, and I'll take this ring from the bottom up to the top, just like that. Or from the bottom up. I can do that in slow motion. 1 ring at a time. Now, the Chinese, when they first invented this illusion, they could make many beautiful patterns out of the rings. These rings are now linked in 8 different places. And to get them apart, I just give them a shake, and they come down just like that. I'm going to ask you one of those rings. Thank you very much. I'll take this ring from the top to the bottom. 1 ring at a time, so that I now have 5, and the final ring goes right in here like this. For 6 rings. 6 rings or 5 and a 5. Thank you very much.